Hello and welcome to the Philippines. It's more fun in Ubay, Bohol, the Philippines. This is Brooks Coffee Shop. We were looking for coffee and we were directed down this way. Anyway, this was somebody's birthday party and they were having a heck of a good time in there, it seemed. They serve coffee, teas, beers, and alcohol, as well as food. We had dinner there, and the food was reasonably good. I had pasta, I think. And this was outside of a kind of a discount store in Ubay. Don't know if they do this every morning, but they're out there doing a little dance, getting their blood moving. This kind of thing seemed very popular in China when I was there about 15 years ago. Companies, restaurants would have a kind of a company cheer and exercising before they opened up. That's all. Ubay has a population of about 74,000 people. So it's the second largest city after Tagbilaran. And just to give you an idea, Taliban up the road is about 67,000 versus 74,000 in Ubay. And Tubagan over on the west coast, about 46,000 people. So it seems to have a pretty vibrant economy, served by quite a few buses. And I will show you a map later on in the video where it's located, a little bit about the area. Lots of tricycles, pedicabs, some people call tricycles, I think. And this is the same style we saw other places on Bohol. I did not see any taxis in town. I'm sure you can hire one for the right price coming out of Tagbilaran, but even Tagbilaran doesn't have a lot of taxis at this point. I think as time comes on with the new airport on Panglao Island, just across from Tagbilaran City, you will start seeing more and more taxis over here on Bohol, but at this time I didn't see any up here. These tricycles will go quite a ways out of town, taking people in and out, and they've got a number of shopping areas. They've got a big public market. I'll show you a little bit about that a little later. Number of restaurants. Found a good, as I showed you at the start of the video, at least one good coffee shop. My impression was that they get far fewer foreigners up in this area, especially English-speaking foreigners. Many people did speak English, but I found that many more people were not comfortable speaking English. At Brooks' restaurant, one girl spoke very good English, but another girl, our waitress at first, when I asked her if she spoke English, she just kind of gave me a blank stare and didn't want to try even. Probably understood English, but didn't feel comfortable speaking. Jollibee has mobile truck. All right. I think they're in the process of building a Jollibee here. In the meantime, they use this mobile truck to serve the people. I did not see a McDonald's, maybe one in town, I'm not sure. Of course, jeepneys are popular all over the Philippines, and they load them up. Some places you'll get people riding up on top. You won't see that in the cities because they will get fined and shut down if they do that, but out in the rural they will. I mentioned that I think they have 2 hospitals in town, and another important factor is all the other services that you might need if you move to an area. And a good pharmacy would be one of those. I unfortunately had forgot my glasses. I'd put my contact lenses in, and in our rush to get to the ferry, forgot my glasses, so I was using my contacts every day. I was running low on contact lens solution. All the other cities, towns we stopped at didn't have that. They said, no, you got to go to Tagbilaran City. Well, we found a Mercury Drug, one of the larger chains here in the Philippines, and they did have contact lens solution. And this pharmacy seemed to have pretty good selection of items. Moving over to the market area, the public market area, they've got a board here, which is kind of nice. They've got the names of the different vendors, and the vendors can come in and put their prices for the different items up there. I think that's what that is. Who's in and what their prices are for those items. On this site will rise Ubay Central. Not exactly sure what that is, but will be a central shopping area or store, apparently. And as we head down towards the public market area, there are lots of stalls. This was not that early in the morning, but a lot of these stalls were just getting set up here. Almost anything and everything that you would need, hardware style, toys, house goods, rugs, most of the things that you would need. Sometimes you have to go to the big city to find things, but pretty big selection. I want one of these. Are they bolos? Bolos. Bolos and more bolos. More bolos. Different kinds of bolos. Morning. Hardware store. More bolos. Knives. And rope. Rope and more rope. Coming into town, one of our first goals was to find a hotel. And at a stoplight, we asked a couple people, and we're on another motorbike, and the lady on a motorbike kind of took us down a street, and we found one. Wasn't the best choice in town. We found out the next day. We went around and visited a couple other hotels, and I will put a separate video up of those, and there's some good choices in town. But anyway, I don't know if I mentioned, I think there are 2 hospitals in town, and I'm not sure what their capabilities are. I think anything really serious, you're going to end up either in Tagbilaran City or very possibly over in Cebu City or up in Manila, depending upon the extent of your illness, injury, whatever it is. But anyway, a pretty good sized town. Seemed to be relatively clean. We walked some of the streets, and vibrant economy. Seemed to be a busy place. Lots of people coming and going, carrying on their commerce. Big Catholic church. I think they have some other types of churches in town as well. I don't know all the details. I think that is one of the churches. Bus station during the day and barbecue stations set up in the evening, and then the buses start parking down there a little bit further. Go down this way? Ambulance. Hello.
Before no ambulance.
Before no ambulance, huh?
No ambulance.
Ah. Where we go? This way? That way. They have a ferry port here that is serviced by a number of different ferry companies, and I don't know the details of how much they charge and where they go. But pretty big town with lots of ferry service.
I forgot. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
It's not unusual to see Christmas signs still up here in May. And here we are, a number of people recognized, not recognized, but understood that there was a foreigner and very friendly, yelling out, "Hello! Hello, Joe!" And this is a pretty big market, part of it. This is the weather.
Wow, only 80 pesos per kilo.
Only 80. That's a pretty good price.
Yes, in Lapu-Lapu or in Mandawi, 240 per
Wow. These are, what is this?
Tuna.
Tuna for 260. And this is 120. Squid? Squid?
240 per kilo.
Yeah, I don't like squid. Filipinos like squid. I don't eat squid. She likes squid. And guso. It's a seaweed, right? All right. 10. What's this?
10 per pack.
Hello. Oh, what are these? These are little ones. You have to fillet a lot of those for a meal. And this is,
What do you call that? What do you call that? In our language, it's called mol-mol. Mol-mol.
mol.
Aisin pa.
They catch them near? They catch them near?
It's small
40.
and tilapia.
Tilapia?
Tilapia.
Really?
Oh, that's pispan.
These are tilapia.
Tilapia. Maliit.
Ah.
Maliit.
The tilapia in U.S. very large. Chicken, pork. Well, that's what is that? What is that?
Bayang na siya, ma'am. Bayang.
Bayang?
Bayong?
Bayang.
Oh, and huh? These are. What are they called? Name?
Pagi na, pagi.
Is this eel? Is this eel?
Tagibus. Tagibus.
Agibus?
Tagibus.
Tagibus? Tagibus.
That is tilapia. 120 per
So
kilo.
pretty good sized market there, and a pretty good sized town. Really, at about what I say, 74,000 people. Good transportation. Got a Jollibees, and tricycle rides here. I think the minimum was 10 pesos per ride, or about 20 U.S. cents per ride. And for two of us, each ride, we took I think 3 of them, was 20 pesos, 40 US cents. And pretty good deal there. Anyway, town has quite a bit to offer. Somebody wanting to not settle in the big city, but a decent sized city with hospitals and other amenities. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like the video, share the video, please subscribe. Safe travels to you all wherever you're at, and we'll see you next time. I will be putting up another video showing you a little bit about 3 different lodges